Hello friends, are you having red tint or do you see blood all around in your mouth? Do you spit blood when brushing or eating or rinsing? Friends, if you are having any of this, then this is the most commonly found disease or a phenomenon, and this is called as and known as bleeding gums. Yes, bleeding gums is the one which is very common. But what do we do of it? Nothing. Just see some XYZ videos and then just do nothing about it. Friends, so this is a video where today I am going to tell you that bleeding gums is not only because of one single cause. There are n number of things which are associated with this bleeding gums. Your bleeding gums can indicate a lot of disease which you are suffering in your whole body. It can be an indication for many other things. So, what is the exact cause and how is this bleeding gum a symptom of any major disease that you are suffering from? So come, let us have a look at today's video in which we are going to speak about what exactly is this bleeding gums and what are the cause and the associated treatments for it.
Subscribe to my channel Dr. Mansi Shah for dental information, facts and videos.
Hello and a very happy morning to all of you, and welcome to my show Monday Mornings with Mansi and my YouTube channel Dr. Mansi Shah. Friends, as we all know that we today are going to speak about bleeding gums. Being a dentist, the most commonly seen first reason of bleeding gums that I'm going to tell you is, yes, poor oral hygiene. If you fail to maintain that hygiene, that good clean teeth and healthy gums, then you're going to have this bleeding gums issue. This disease is called as gingivitis, which is inflammation of your gums. Too complicated to understand? I'll tell you how it happens. You eat up something, you don't rinse or brush, so the sugar gets accumulated. There are some bacteria which are already present in your mouth. This bacteria start eating up, then degrading the sugar, start producing acid, and that leads to cavities and caries. In similar way, this plaque which is built up by this bacteria, that bacteria lead to inflammation of the gums. So gums in return, so that you understand, you take care of your health, the gums in return start showing some response. What is that symptoms and response? They start bleeding, start showing redness, start swelling up. All these are the signs of inflammation, and I would say these are the signs where the body has started giving you some small indication of, bro, please concentrate on your oral hygiene. So yes, so if this is the condition, then it is gingivitis, that is bleeding gums is the most commonly found symptom if your oral hygiene is poor. What is to be done? Now you will say that, okay, I'll start maintaining good oral hygiene, but when this signs start showing up, there is a lot of plaque and calculus buildup that has taken place. This plaque and calculus buildup has to be cleaned by professional dentist, and this professional treatment is called as scaling. It is nothing but professional teeth cleaning. It would take 1 to 2 sittings and you would be done. So once it is professionally cleaned, then you can at your home maintain it with good oral hygiene, of course. Now what if I go on neglecting? There comes the cause number 2, that is periodontitis. Periodontitis is a level up of gingivitis, in which the underlying bones are also involved. There is bone loss, there is mobility of the teeth, and the bleeding is quite profuse. There is loosening of your gums, etc, etc, etc. So if you don't take care of your gingivitis, that will lead to your periodontitis. Again, the treatment remains the same, but it would have certain more things where you need teeth, gums surgeries and flap surgeries, some teeth tightening and gum tightening treatments. So yes, a professional dentist again would be able to help you out. Now before switching to the next cause, I would like to ask you that how many of you do change your toothbrush every 4 to 6 months? Actually, it is recommended every 3 months, but at least every 4 to 6 months, let me ask you. I would definitely say only 50% of you do it. Friends, it is very much important that every 3 to 4 months you change your toothbrush, because worn out toothbrushes don't really give you good cleaning. Hence, you tend to apply a lot of pressure and this causes small injuries and bruising to the gums, and that causes bleeding gums. So your worn out toothbrushes go out, new toothbrushes come in, then less pressure has to be applied, and hence no bleeding will be seen. Then the next is improper flossing. Now if you haven't seen my video on flossing, you must watch on how to correctly floss your teeth. And if you're not flossing, then first go and watch, because you must floss. Friends, just passing off of threads between the two teeth will help you to prevent a lot of bleeding, lot of cavities and lot of food lodgement. So don't underestimate the power of flossing, okay? And yes, to learn the correct way of flossing, do watch my videos. It is available in Hindi and in English too. So you should always use the right technique and right medicated flossers to clean your teeth. If that technique goes wrong, then your teeth might just bleed. Then the next comes up, if you are having any medications like NSAIDs, anticoagulants or blood thinners. What exactly are these medicines for? If you are having any heart issues, blood pressure issues, then this kind of medicines are given. It is basically to prevent clotting of blood in your whole body. And this blood thinners, if sometimes they loosen up the fibers of your gums and they cause bleeding. In these cases, you will be able to see that if you just change or switch to some other company medicine, or you change or adjust your dose, then this situation of bleeding gums will stop. So it is here the medication is responsible for bleeding gums and not your hygiene or any of the brushing techniques and tools. So make sure that if you are having any of this symptom and your hygiene is 100% okay, then you must visit your heart and blood pressure doctor, that is your general physician, who can help you out with changing the dosage and the drug. Then the next comes up is deficiencies. Yes, do you know that in body vitamin C and vitamin K deficiencies can also cause a lot of bleeding? The vitamin C deficiency, which is normally known as scurvy. Yes, you must have heard about it. So if this deficiency of if you land up into scurvies, you will see all the signs and symptoms of poor oral hygiene. But even after scaling and cleaning and maintaining it properly, the bleeding does not stop. That clearly indicates that you are having a vitamin C deficiencies. Now, if it is vitamin K, now vitamin K is very important agent for causing clotting. That is, if your blood, it should not just keep on flowing, it should have some consistency, some viscosity, some velocity to just flow, right? Your blood is having some viscosity, some thickness to flow in your body. If it just loses its vitamin K, then it will be like very thin and it will just keep on flowing, and that is what is not expected. So then what happens is bleeding comes. So now for the treatment of this deficiencies, what is to be done? Increase the intake. Both of them are water soluble. So when you eat it for a day, it is not going to stay long life. It is like eat it today and you're going to excrete it today. So whenever you are taking in vitamin C and K or having any deficiencies of it, then you must make sure that your intake has to be on daily basis. Like vitamin C is available in sour fruits and vegetables like lemon, oranges, citrus, whereas vitamin K is in kale, spinach, watercress, etc. things. So you can opt for n number of fruits and vegetables, eat a healthy diet to control your this deficiencies. Even after having good healthy diet, if this deficiency is not cured, then you might need some medications like supplements of vitamin C and K, which are going to help you out. Next comes in if you are having any blood disorders like hemophilia, leukemia. Leukemia is nothing but blood cancers. So this all major diseases which are found in your body give out to you a simple symptom of bleeding gums. Now you know why I am saying that do not neglect your bleeding gums. Yes, friends, it is very much important that if you are having any of this and having that symptom of bleeding diseases, then visit your physician in the right time. Next comes in trauma. Trauma because of some eating hard food, chewing on hard substances, or blow from outside. Trauma of any kind and where the cells have been damaged, the tooth have been moving, all XYZ things can lead to bleeding gums. Also, your ill-fitting dentures, ill-fitting loose appliances. In children, if there are some appliances given for correction of their smile, for maintaining some space, any of this can, if they are not fitting well properly, they are impinging on that gums, or they are probing somewhere, they are pinpointing somewhere, then just lead to injuries to the gums and the gums might just bleed. The next point that comes up is pregnancy. Yes, there are a lot of hormonal changes that a female is going through, and with this there is a shoot up of hormones, then gums bleed. In pregnancy you can find that there are specific ways in which you get your ulcers and bleeding gums. So you must watch my videos on pregnancy and oral health care and pregnancy and diseases, because these two videos are going to give you a detailed information if you are pregnant and how can you take care of your bleeding gums. By the way, let me tell you that second trimester, that is your 4th, 5th and 6th month, are the safest period or the safest zone when you can visit your dentist, get your cleanings done, if you have some extractions or etc things done, then dental procedures can be done in your second trimester. There is absolute no harm. Yes, you should avoid x-rays, but that dentist will obviously take care of. The third trimesters are usually a no-no. Then we suggest that post-delivery we would take care of all your dental issues. In pregnancy, females tend to eat a lot of sweet and indulge into a lot of food. So it is very much important after every eating you rinse and at least brush twice, morning and at night. It is very much important, because in pregnancy already the body is going a lot of changes. Don't let it take a toll on your oral health at least. The next thing that comes up is the stress and the smoking. Yes, in today's life everyone is stressful, and then when we are stressed, what we do? We start smoking, we start drinking alcohols. Friends, these are not the ways in which you should handle your stress and take care of your mental health. So if you are going through any of this, please take some guidance, talk to a friend, talk to a relative, or talk to some counselor. We are also here happy to help you. So if you are going through any of this, you might suffer from bleeding gums. Whatever may be the reason, friends, if you are having bleeding gums, do not neglect it and do not take it lightly. It's just bleeding gums. What is going to happen? Friends, it is not just bleeding gums. There are n number of things which can be associated with it. And this small symptom can save a lot of further disease spread, or it can be a very good diagnosis for bigger diseases. So if you're having any of this symptom, what are you supposed to do? Let me hear it loud. Yes, you have to visit your dentist. Make sure just one walk and your lot of money is going to be saved. Yes, I promise that. Sure that you take good care of your gums, your oral health. Keep brushing twice, flossing, using mouthwashes, visiting your dentist in every 6 months, that is twice a year, and liking, commenting and sharing my videos which are posted on my YouTube channel, Dr. Mansi Shah. If you all have liked this video and my other videos, then do not forget to subscribe and to press the bell icon. Wishing you all a very happy and a healthy smile. Hope you all have white bright teeth and pink healthy gums. Stay healthy, stay happy and stay over fit. Thank you.